Welcome to the Swell Suite, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday. So, in this episode of the Swell Suite, I am joined with the ladies of Bad and Boozy podcast, Dee and So. So, it starts off a little somber because me and Dee are reflecting and talking about Kobe and just our feelings and how we're handling it. And just that we were thinking about the families who were on the helicopter, you know, their family, their loved ones, Kobe's fans, Gigi's classmates, and just all the lives that they touched while they were here with us. And don't worry, the whole episode is not sad and emotional. It takes a fun turn. We play a game called 21 Questions, and all three of us answer random questions that are pulled from the sky. And guess what? You can find us live on Facebook. So if you go to our Facebook page, you should see the live footage there. It's only part of the episode, though. It's only where the 21 questions start. We're going to post live footage of the Swirl Suite recordings once a month. I'm going to get back to that. So, by y'all's requests, we got several requests. You guys miss seeing our faces and our responses and our reactions, that kind of thing. So, I hope you enjoy this episode. Let us know what you think. Cheers. It's been an odd day. You know.
Oh, it's been so odd.
Yeah,
it's been
really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I remembered early this morning, I was like, well, I got therapy later. I was like, oh, that kind of made me like, all right, it's gonna be fine. I'll talk to my therapist later.
Yeah. It's even weirder because the anniversary of my dad's death is Friday. So it's a lot of shit tied in, you know? So,
Yeah. I even mentioned that to my therapist. And then, if you pay close enough attention, my nephew name is Kobe.
Oh.
So my brother is like devastated.
Yeah. Yeah. So is mine. Yeah.
So, and my nephew's mom was like, I don't get it. I don't know what to do. I say, well, he didn't name that baby Kobe for nothing. Like, he been a stan since he was a little kid. So it's like that odd thing of trying to comfort my brother, but also I know what it means to him. And then even I'm thinking like, even with my nephew, I imagine us like having these stories about who he was named after, or in wondering if he was going to even like basketball and stuff like that. And now it's like, oh, that's not going to happen. Yeah. And then when I'm trying to comfort my brother, you know, like you mentioned your dad passing away, I'm thinking like, when I was coming home yesterday, I was like, oh, we can't just call mommy. Like, we can't just call our mother. And I was like, this sucks. Like, I was like, it sucks. Like, even because I had a good weekend overall, but it was like, dang, I can't call my mother to just debrief. Like, guess what happened? Like, then this. And I was like, so today I was just like, let me call my therapist. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to therapy.
Yeah.
But it's wild. A wild ride. But hopefully, it's like the whole world is like at a standstill.
No, I totally agree. Yeah, I just can't imagine the wife and
all the things, all the other families, and I was just like,
I know, I didn't realize there was so many people in the helicopter. It was
especially the babies. And it was good that like I think I sent my brother like one of the therapists posts like examples of how to deal with like grief when it's like a public thing like this.
Yeah.
My brother was like, I just don't know if I can shake it. And I was like, you will, but he was like, why I feel like I lost a family member or something. I was like, that's kind of in your way. That's exactly what it.
I mean, he was 41. Like, I don't know how old your brother is or you are, like, but I'm 39. We grew up watching him. It's like we grew up with him.
Yeah, so I was talking about how it make you face, even if you don't know nothing about him, you hear about some 41-year-old dying, you like, oh shit, I'm only 36. Yeah. That could have been me. That could have been my brother. Yeah. And my brother is 25, but literally since whenever he was 2 and 3 watching basketball, Kobe was his guy or whatever. So I was just like, ooh, but that part about facing your own mortality though, I'd be like, ooh.
And then to have your kid with you, I mean, just
and doing something. My therapist pointed out that other part of like just doing something so regular.
Exactly.
Like, because it was like to him that getting to the helicopter was just like his everyday thing.
Exactly.
So it make you think like, oh yeah, I could just get in my car tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I could crash. Like, but she's like also kind of remembering that those things can happen, but not to be like get into like a depressive mood about it, but just kind of like use it as a reminder, like make sure you like be kind.
Our episode is going to be very light and fun.
I love a little light and fun.
We're going to play. We're playing 21 questions. So I got 21 random ass questions. We're gonna go back and forth on.
Okay.
They're not even like serious wine questions. They're just.
I noticed. I was like, oh, we're not doing like whatever. I was like, that's kind of cute.
Yeah. So just so people can get to know us.
I like that. That's my kind of shenanigans.
Oh, before we get started, guys, introduce yourselves to everybody.
This is Demetrius. Like, no, I don't talk like that. It's D from the Bad Boozy podcast, of course. What else? What other introduction you need? Your favorite auntie, fine auntie. I'm a little fluffy these days, so because I ain't been running, but I'm a running hoe. Let me see, what else? Yeah, just be out here.
Okay.
From Baltimore, you know how I do.
I guess that's my cue. Hey, everybody.
It's your turn.
Hey, everybody. My name is So. One of the co-hosts of Bad Boozy podcast. I'm holding it down for the West Coast. R.I.P. Kobe. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got right now.
Really quick. How did y'all meet and decide to start a podcast? I know you told this story on the episode before, but in case people don't know, like, how did y'all even get started?
Well, on the episode before, it was me.
Yes. Yeah.
So maybe we should see if the stories match up. If So tells the story.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, long time ago, I was actually thinking about this earlier. Dee and I met about 5 years ago in a podcast group. And maybe about 2 years into that, I started a podcast with a good friend of mine. And Dee was on a couple of times as a guest, but then she also started filling in for my co-host. That podcast went away, but we were talking about doing something different and kicking around different ideas, and we settled on wine. And me being a novice and her being a little bit more seasoned, we thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and start it from our vantage point as African American women, upwardly mobile African American women who have a passion for something, and we weren't really seeing a lot of representation of people who look like us. So we figured, why not go ahead and start our own? Does that match?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I love it.
Yeah, everybody always is like fascinated by like our origin story, especially because we recorded probably like the first 20 something 30 shows or something like that before we had met in person.
Yeah. Wow. That's a crazy story. So how long was it before y'all actually met?
Well, from knowing each other, that had to been about like 2 or 3 years, but from recording the podcast, it was probably like 6 months or so.
Yeah, because we started in November of 2017, and we met in May of 2018. Was it May?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, so now we're live. All right, 21 questions. Swirl Street Podcast and Bad Boozy. Y'all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
We are ready. All right. What do you drink to get ready for a night of adult fun?
Listen, since lately my adult fun is like my adult fun lately just been Netflix. But
nothing wrong with that.
Because a nigga's been resting. But lately I've been drinking bourbon and apple juice.
Oh my God.
Because I was like, I need a little sweet, but nothing too sweet. And I was like, oh, let me just put this little apple juice. But lately, that's been what I've been drinking in these last couple weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
So what about you? Yes.
Lately, I have been drinking a French gimlet. That's what I've been having. So some St.
that's
Germain, some gin, some lime. Blame that on our good friend for Tina from.
Oh yeah, you've been on that ever since.
Ever
she put
since.
you on to it.
Yeah,
I need to get that in my life.
Gin. You really do.
I feel like I need to get on of martinis though, because I've been watching Grace and Frankie and
they drink a lot of martinis.
And Grace been throwing down them martinis, and they just like the dry joints. And I was like, might need that for this phase of my life.
It's no sugar and there's less calories. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I need to be on that. I think that's gonna be.
And
my
they're
next
very very strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and my alcohol tolerance been a little bit lower now. I feel like my alcohol tolerance has been a little bit lower since I cut out some meat from my diet. I feel
cut
like
out
I was
meat.
I feel like I've been getting drunk faster because I was like, what the hell is happening? And I was like, only thing I could think of in the last 3 weeks is that I haven't had meat. So
okay, all right, I'll take that. Me, bourbon, any type of bourbon cocktail.
I love bourbon.
Even like a hot toddy with the bourbon.
Come on, hot toddy.
Yeah,
I did throw them back over the holidays because when I was feeling sick.
Man,
excuse me.
Love them. Second question: you have $100 and a day to yourself. How do you spend your day?
So I'm gonna assume that I called out of work because I'm not. Because why not? I'm gonna assume I called out of work. So I'm probably just gonna go to like a little midday brunch with myself. Maybe have a couple drinks or whatever. Depending on the time of the year, I might take a nice little walk or something. And then either buy myself something or like get my nails done. And like listen to whatever podcast. Like that's like a good cheat day. And if somebody just give me $100, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it stretch though. I ain't gonna like blow it all on like one thing. I'm gonna make it stretch.
Okay. Let's see. For me, I would definitely do a manicure and a pedicure. Maybe wax my eyebrows, depending on if they're bushy or not. Treat myself to a nice bottle of wine and a nice little lunch situation. That's what I would do with $100.
Sarita, you're familiar with this area, so I would probably go to Milk and Honey.
Okay, that's a good suggestion.
That's probably where I'm going for brunch.
That's a good one. Let's see. What would I do? I would definitely go to the movies. The movies is not something I do very often.
I probably should go with you because I always say I should go to the movies and I don't ever go.
And the theater, there's a theater in DC that sells wine.
Hey.
So
we had one of those. Where's that?
So I would probably go to movies, and if I got a whole day to myself, and the movies, maybe a movie starts at like 10, then I'll go see 2. I love movies, so I can do that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Okay. So
movies sound fun, and I don't ever go.
Yeah. So I would probably go see 2 movies and take myself to dinner.
Are you sneaking snacks into the movies? Or you just gonna have like little bottles of wine?
Maybe. Like if I got wine, then I won't need snacks because I'm gonna eat dinner after, so I should be fine. I'll get like popcorn or something, and then I'll take myself to a nice dinner. But yeah, that's probably it. Okay. Stuff I don't get to do on a regular basis.
Yeah, and it always feel more fun if you I'm assuming that we calling out of work to do this. It feel more. It's feel like way more fun when we supposed to be at work than like a Saturday.
I agree. All right, next question: Teddy Pendergrass or Marvin Gaye?
I low key feel like I'm not even qualified to answer, so I'm just gonna say Teddy Pendergrass. Cause it don't really matter. They just 2 old niggas that sing songs. So and I know some of the songs. And I know some of the songs, but I don't know.
Say goodbye to D, everybody.
I'm gonna say Teddy Pendergrass because as soon as I saw the question, I thought turn them off. But,
oh my god!
So that's what I'm gonna say Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh my gosh! So please save her.
Blame my mother. She ain't listened to enough. She ain't listened enough for me to have like a working knowledge of all these old niggas.
Got you.
Mm.
Oh, God.
Well, my mom was born in the late 40s, so I definitely grew up listening to Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway. My uncle was in a band from the 70s, so yeah, music is my jam. But for me, I love Marvin's voice, but I don't like his sexy songs. I don't like Let's Get It On. I don't like Distant Lover that much. So, but I'm a huge, I don't, it's just, I don't know. I like Distant Lover live. I don't like the album version.
See, she naming songs. I would have been like,
I know I'm familiar with what Here My Dear. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but you know, there's something about, you know, Teddy P and his gravelly, husky voice and his little bit of forcefulness. I like my men a little bit more mannish, and Marvin was a little bit more silky. You know, I was like, so I'm gonna have to go with Teddy P because he could tell, come on, go with me. Come on,
he do sound, that makes sense that you said that. He do sound more like a man.
He's more like a seducer, where Marvin is more begging.
It was a DC versus Philly. You know, the styles were, you know.
See, look, you be knowing facts. If y'all would have asked me where they was from, I'd have been like, I'm dead. I don't know none of the answers. Girl. I know the songs, but if you would have said name, I would have named like one song each, and then I'd have been like when she just said, "Come on, go with me," I'm like, "Oh yeah, he do sing this song."
Man, did you watch his documentary? There was a documentary on Teddy P, on I think Showtime, I believe.
I love documentaries.
Probably
and I think I got somebody's Showtime password, so I probably
it was probably one of the best documentaries I've seen in a while.
Let me
it
put
was
that
so good. Because I have very like young memories of Teddy P, but I do remember his music. But of course, I'm gonna go with the DC boy. I'm going with Marvin Gaye. Hometown. Okay. Sorry. Yeah,
I feel it. I mean, I get it.
They're very similar in like style, but there is a difference. I'm gonna go with Marvin though.
All right.
I respect it.
Respect.
All right. Honey or chocolate as a topping? Know what you're topping? This is after dark. I don't know.
Honey or chocolate? I never thought to put the two against each other, but I'm gonna go honey, even though I like chocolate, but as a topping. And I had a honey something. What the fuck I had from Starbucks over there? I'm gonna go honey. They got like they got a flat white or something at Starbucks. They got honey in it now. Honey. Final answer, honey.
Okay. I will use this based on personal experience, and I will go with an infused honey. That's what I would use.
Come on, infused honey. I like that idea.
Infused with what now?
Infused with the herbals.
The herbals. All right.
Yeah, like I said, I'm in California.
I ain't had that before. That sounds nice.
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. You put it in your coffee. Put it in your tea.
I feel like the honey is more universal. I can top a lot of things with the honey.
Yeah. Oh, I made some roasted Brussels sprouts, and I added that on top with some balsamic.
Good, exactly. I just told somebody about a recipe the other day. I was like, you could put either honey or brown sugar on it.
You know, I was somewhere and they put honey in their kale. Ooh. So let me tell you something. There is a line that you can cross.
I saw somebody.
It was really weird.
I saw somebody put.
It's really weird.
I saw somebody put it in their collard greens, and I was confused.
Yeah, it was, and it's just like sauteed kale, but they add honey. It's really strange. It doesn't belong together at all. No. I don't know why they keep doing it, but
no.
Anyway, my answer, I'm chocolate all day, even though I eat. Well, the thing is, like, I say like honey is like my Monday through Friday. But chocolate is the weekend. Does that make sense?
A weekend.
Now, is it a milk chocolate or a dark chocolate?
It's dark.
I was like, I feel like she was gonna say dark.
Yeah.
I could dig that.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced a meet cute?
What?
So it's a meet cute. It's a cute way of you meeting someone, like meeting a guy. You know, in like romantic comedies, there's always
I meet people all kind of weird ways. So I probably did.
But like a man though.
Yeah. Because I talk to strangers all the time, so I'm pretty. Let me see if I can channel one of these. Like, hold up. Did it have to result in a date?
Not necessarily. It might
I talk to
necessarily
strangers,
result in a date, but a moment.
but we was like, look, like a moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had a moment. This is probably one of my earlier moments where I was. It's like when I first started shopping in Trader Joe's. I was still in Baltimore, and I'm usually a good at like a season opportunity and like whatever. Let me say something to this guy and shoot my shot, whatever. And whatever, the guy was helping me in Trader Joe's, and I felt like I missed my window of opportunity. Like I should have like let him know I was interested.
When you
And
say
then
helping you at Trader Joe's, like ringing you up or like helping you with your bag?
he was doing a little bit of both. I think he helped me in the aisle and then ended up ringing me up.
Okay.
Like, just come on up here, whatever. He was like, I was probably like 25. He was like tall and attractive. And I was like, oh, flirting. And I was like, oh, I don't think he got my flirting as flirting. He probably just think I'm like talking as I'm checking out. So I got outside of the store and I was like, shit, I should have said something to him. Then I looked at my receipt and I was like, oh, the cashier's name is on the thing. And I called back to the store and I act like I was his sister or somebody, like, oh, I need to speak to something. And they put him on the phone. I was like, I was just like, oh, this me, whatever. So then I was like, cause I was like, worst thing he can do is like, this bitch is crazy. But then he's like, all right, let me step outside. And we ended up talking. I don't think we ever went out on a date, but a crazy, story that came from that was when I was reiterating like how I call myself shooting my shot with this guy. When I call myself telling a girlfriend, when I said his name rung a bell to her, and we looked at her phone and we both had the same phone number in our phone.
Oh my God.
So I never said nothing to him. I just never called him back. So I was like, it wasn't that serious or whatever. And I was like, but that was funny. That was like a little funny coincidence. So,
Aww.
but so random.
That's cute. I'm trying to think of a moment. The only thing I can think of is like I was going with a friend of mine. She was registering for college, and we were walking across the campus, and this really handsome guy, he was like dressed in a suit. So I thought he worked at the school. He came over and he was talking to us, and he was talking to my friend at first, and they were talking to him, blah, blah, blah. And then he turned to me and he was like, oh, so what are you doing here? Then we started talking, and then he asked me for my number. He got my number. I didn't get his. I never heard from him until New Year's Eve, like a couple months later. I was out with my friends and I ran into him. And then he called me the next day and we wound up dating for like a year and a half after that.
Wow.
So. Oh, that is cute.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I wanted to say, well, why didn't you call me beforehand? But it wasn't like that. And I was already dating somebody else. It was okay. It worked out.
Cute. I have one. It's really old. It's very, very old. I'm married, y'all, but this is not about the husband. It's a very old story. But, and nothing really came of it, but I still remember the story like it was yesterday. So I was probably, I don't know, maybe like 25 or 26. I was in a club with my homegirls, and I had on like a pink shirt. Just think of a pale pink shirt, and it was like a racerback. So pale pink shirt, right? And this dude, he falls on me and spills his drink all over a pale pink shirt. And so I was like, and it was a dark drink. It wasn't like it was red wine, but it was a dark drink, and it was summer, so you could see it was bad. Anyway, he felt so bad that he danced with me the whole night and stood in front of me and bought all my drinks. Yeah, it was like it was very cute. It was but
that's cute.
You know,
I love a little corny little story. That was cute.
That's a little rom-com story.
Yeah,
it was very
a rom-com story.
Yeah, it's very rom-com. Okay, next question. What's the first thing you notice on a man? Why'd you almost show?
No, his height. Oh no, his height probably. Because but then his teeth.
Okay.
Because I don't like wine. We don't do short niggas over here.
No.
Y'all, because both of y'all
gang.
I'm tall, and
tall.
I'm like average. I'm like barely hitting tall, so that means so is tall.
Yeah.
So, and our girlfriends, our girlfriends we was with this weekend was like the first. When I'm around them, I was like, that's the only time I'm the short person in the room because everybody is taller than me. But yeah, that height and that teeth.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go with the first thing that I said because that's not the first thing I noticed, but I do notice it. I notice shoes and I notice hairlines. That's what I noticed.
Oh,
hairlines.
Oh yeah, it ain't hairline's not first for me, but I used to date a barber, so I be really noticing people hairline. Cause I love a nigga with a haircut. Got to be right. You can't handle jacket.
Yeah, like I notice if it's pushed back, if it's thinning, if it's uneven, if it's got the taco meat in front.
Right.
If they have like those Ooh, I really hate it when the barber gives them like baby hair in the front, and then the rest of their haircut. Or it's like
now curls. even if I'm not looking at the haircut at first, I automatically notice when a nigga got a widow's peak. I don't know. I feel like a widow's peak.
They look like Dracula. I think automatically they vampire.
So what's worse, a widow's peak or somebody that's not circumcised? They like the same thing to me.
Oh my God.
They like the same thing to me. And look.
No. You already know what's worse.
But anyway, yeah, haircut. What about you, Serena?
Speaking of cuts.
No, speaking of cuts.
You gotta have a ball fade, man. Gotta have a ball fade.
Ball fade.
Oh gosh. Let's see. I got a thing with hands. Always. I've always had a thing with hands.
Oh.
I don't like small hands.
Oh yeah.
It's in
that's whack.
Skinny fingers and yeah. That's a thing, and also scent smell.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I was sitting on a bus yesterday next to this thick nigga, and I low-key wanted to be like, you want to take me home? Because he was kind of like, it was like the right kind of thick. And then because he was bigger than me, like his leg, even when he wasn't doing it intentional, his thigh was kind of like on my thigh. And I low-key, that could have been a moment. But he was asleep. I didn't want to interrupt him while he was napping. But if it would have been daytime, I might have started talking to him. But he was trying to nap. And I was just thinking, this nigga is thick. And he had some big hands.
I would hope so if he was thick.
Yeah, it was like the whole, it was all of it. And then I just told the universe, send me one of these, please. And I said, send me one of these. All right, thank you.
Well, you know what bus he catch. He was on the bus, right?
Yeah, I know he was on the bus. I was like, maybe I'll see him again.
Yeah. Fries or mashed potatoes?
Ooh.
Fries. Fries. Definitely fries.
Crinkle cut fries with sea salt.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes flat, but fries.
Yeah, it's fries all around, and it's boardwalk fries for me.
What are those?
Say what now?
What are boardwalk fries?
They like the ones you be getting at Six Flags. Well, I mean, I know you can get them other places, but I always think of the amusement parks.
Just think of fries with the skin on, but fried perfectly. And then here, we add vinegar, Old Bay seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
give me some of all that.
Lost me at the vinegar. I cannot.
So
you can add your own vinegar. They have all that stuff on the side.
I used to be like, why are people putting vinegar on their fries? And then I did it, and I was like,
taste it.
Oh, I did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Okay. What do some people think about you that's absolutely not true?
That's easy. A lot of people think I'm mean. I'm not mean at all.
What? Why do you think you're mean? You're nice.
A lot. It's not as bad as when as I age and like adults are more aware of things. But because I be like focused or doing whatever, a lot of people could misinterpret my like lack of, if I don't want to talk to you or whatever, people interpret that for like I'm mean. But almost everybody who gets to know me be like, I thought you was mean. And then they be like, oh, but you wasn't that mean. So like even my brother still jokes sometimes, be like, you just so cold. I be like, y'all know that's not true. I might don't play and I might be sure of the things I want, but I ain't mean.
I agree. I think it's an Aries thing.
Yeah.
I too would say the mean, but I'm going to be different. And I'm going to say people think that I am an extroverted person.
I think that's a better answer for you. I think that's a better person.
I am not a people person at all.
I do
really? I am surprised.
Yeah. I do love telling people that. I'll be like, oh, if we and So have a lot in common, but I was like, extrovert, she is not.
I would much rather be at home. Who all gonna be there person in the group. Like, okay, that's good, but who all gonna be there? And what time does it start? What time do they leave? So I will get there late and I will leave early. I'm that person, unless I'm having a really good time. But yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Huh. Oh, what's mine?
Well,
this
I know
is
that
a
ain't
tough
nobody
one.
thought you was tall. It's like, let me find.
That's a low blow. It's a low blow.
Hilarious.
I think that people think that I like eating healthy, and I don't.
That's a good one.
I do
I
not.
can see how somebody would think that from your social media presence.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I do it because I have to, and like people who've known me for years, I was a chubby kid.
Really?
So, oh my God. It's not even funny. I was a chubby kid. So, and then that whole transition or whatever. But I've always been a person. I've always had to work out. I've always had to eat healthy. I can never be one of those skinny people who ate what they wanted. Nah. But, so that's mine.
I mean, well, your meals look like they be slapping on Instagram. So
for real,
I appreciate that.
Let me write this down.
I'd be like, ooh, let me do that.
I appreciate that. Okay. How do you take your oysters? Raw, fried, or broiled?
Probably I like them broiled. Yeah, I would say broiled.
Broiled are really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I take mine in the trash. I don't do oysters.
I knew it was gonna be one.
I'm not a seafood person like that. Like, if seafood for me is like shrimp, salmon, sea bass. That's it. Anything else? I don't like crabs.
Ooh.
I don't like lobster is okay, but yeah, I'm really not a seafood person like that.
Wow.
But no oysters.
Well, hold on. Not that California does not have good seafood, but have you had seafood here, like on this side of the U.S.?
I have tried seafood there. I've had seafood in Hawaii. I've had seafood in New Orleans.
What? New Orleans didn't change your mind?
I will say if she had it in New Orleans,
all right, never mind.
We ain't
never mind.
Either.
I had some oysters. They were deep fried. They were okay, but I do like calamari. So if you said calamari, I even eat the little squiggly part.
Oh, I like the squiggly parts.
I do too. I like that, but no oysters. I can't get the thought. I can't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sad about that. I actually will have them all three, but I like them all three. I would say broiled first, fry second, and raw third. I gotta be in the like certain mood.
That's my same thing.
I like them.
I don't hate raw, but I gotta be in a certain mood. And if I do them fried, I kind of like if they have like a fried. I'll eat them by themselves, but like if they do like a po' boy type of situation.
Oh, I see.
They be real good. Yeah. But but broiled definitely.
Okay. Early mornings or late nights?
I'm gonna go early mornings. I'm more likely to get up early for shit than to stay up late to do it.
I'm the late night person. By far.
Got it. I'm early morning too.
Yeah, definitely early morning.
Okay.
A nigga be trying to be asleep. I be like, I'm going to bed.
So we're pretty much halfway through our questions. What are you guys drinking?
I was drinking the last of my little bit of bourbon I had in here.
What kind of bourbon were you drinking?
Bullet.
Okay.
Bullet. Yeah.
Okay.
And but I'm trying to be hydrated, so I got water too.
For you.
Yeah. Well, for Christmas, my boyfriend got me a wine subscription, so I've been working my way through the box, my first box. And so this one is how do you pronounce it? Montepulciano.
Very nice.
I love that.
That's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my first time having it. I like
your
it.
first one? Yeah,
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So much the bottle is almost gone. So yeah. So it's very
nice. Yeah. Where did he get your subscription from? Is it like a wine club?
It's a wine club, yeah. So, and I have another box coming around the 31st. So I'm excited.
It's like Christmas all over again.
It is.
Yeah, come on subscription. Those boxes are fun.
Yeah, the subscription had 5 reds and 1 white, and I was like, I may not like these, but so far, everyone has been a hit so far. So I love it.
Good job, boyfriend.
Yeah, he's a keeper.
Nice. I'm drinking a Chardonnay from Bourgogne.
Chardonnay.
Yeah. It's very, yeah. It has no oak. It's very, very nice.
Is it buttery?
No. So, Chardonnays from Bourgogne, they're not aged in oak. So they're either aged in stainless steel a lot of times, or sometimes like these cement column, but it's like cement.
About that.
Yeah. But no, this is nice and clean. Oh gosh, it's so good. Like,
when I realized
like now
that
I want
Chardonnay
lobster.
Didn't have to be buttery, I was like, okay, maybe I'll like Chardonnay. When I realized they didn't have to be that buttery.
Mm-hmm. We might have to try that, the stainless.
Because one of the
report back.
No, I had one. I tried it at it's a winery here in PG County called Jiminy Winery, and they have an oaked and unoaked Chardonnay, and that's one of the first times I realized, like, oh, they all don't have to be oaked or whatever.
So. Yeah, that's probably California's fault that we think that all the Chardonnays are like super oaky and buttery.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
Yeah,
hated it.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Are you superstitious?
I would say no.
No? Okay.
I would say growing up, as someone who grew up in the church, of course I'm superstitious. Like I'm like, don't step on a crack, break your mama's back. I'm like, don't step on that, don't walk under that ladder. The guy's gotta walk on the outside. Just the other day I spilled some salt on the table, so I threw it over my shoulder. So yeah, like little things like that.
Yeah. I claimed I didn't think I was, but until I bought my husband a pair of shoes. And the thing about buying shoes.
I'm supposed to buy. He gonna walk right out the door.
And that was some years ago. He's still here, so I was like, okay, all right, yeah. But I still do like little things like horoscopes and like I don't know if you call like collecting like jewels and like rocks and stuff like that, if that's superstitious.
I don't think of that as superstitious.
I think it falls into the supernatural.
But I think it can call
yeah. I definitely have some of those. There are certain ones that I carry in my pocket if I have like a job interview and stuff like that. So I think I might be.
I think you should have like a little good luck charm or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like some of the traditional shoes, I know them, and sometimes you would catch yourself doing them out of habit because somebody told you that. Or but a lot of times as a kid, I just thought they was funny. So it'd be like, stop on a crack, break your mother's back.
Yeah.
So I think I did them more. Some of them I felt more like tongue in cheek, like whatever. Yeah. But if they told me not to buy a man shoes, I failed that when I was like 16. Fail.
Yeah, I'm not as bad as my mom and like don't talk on the phone like during a storm and stuff like that. I still do that, but okay. Next question. What's more romantic, the mountains or the beach?
The mountains or the beach? I mean, it'd be kind of cold in the mountains sometimes.
I mean, but you gotta think about it. In the mountains, you in a cabin with a fireplace.
Well, I don't know. I was like, what? No, I just imagine me being outside.
No, you ain't gotta be outside the mountains.
The mountains. But my first instinct was the mountains because I like to hike and stuff like that. So that's probably more mountains for me than the beach. And I don't even like sand like that. It's just there. Ooh. Yeah, the mountains.
Okay.
For me, because I literally live in the foothills and I'm surrounded by the mountains, I'm gonna go with the beach. Definitely because the sounds and the smells of the beach. The beach for me is like a more sensual experience. So the beach, hands down.
Yeah, I can see that.
I agree. At the beach. Yep, absolutely. It's nothing like when you have like a room or something on the beach and you wake up to the waves. Oh God,
Yes.
I do like that sound.
Yeah.
But I'm a fall girl, so I want to hear the rustling of the trees.
Okay, I hear that. I like that too. Where was the last awkward place you fell asleep?
The awkward place. I don't fall asleep easily. So awkward place. I mean, my couch ain't that awkward, but sometimes it's just weird when I wake up, and it's just weird sometimes when I wake up, because I don't sleep on my couch regularly. So sometimes it's weird when I wake up and then even realize I fell asleep. But awkward place. I don't know. Y'all come back to me. I really don't know. I'm trying to think.
I fell asleep at work a couple months ago, so and that was really awkward because, like, I refuse to fall asleep at work. I don't want to be known as that employee. And back then, my supervisor, her office was literally right behind my cubicle, so she could just walk into my cube at any time. And I was on an aisle, so anybody could walk by. And plus, I was in administration, so you had like the director, the assistant director, deputies, all that stuff could have just walked by. And I don't know what happened. I was just exhausted. And I just remember one of those where you like almost hit your head on the keyboard. And I was like, dang, how long was I asleep? Because I had to have been out for at least 2 minutes. So yeah, that was pretty awkward, not knowing if somebody saw me and didn't say anything or whatever the case may be. So yeah, falling asleep at work was awkward.
Okay. For me, yeah, mine was very awkward. In the Costco gas line.
What?
That is good.
I was so tired. Tired. My car was in park. My car was in park, thank God.
Right.
But yeah, I was so tired. And next thing you know, I had like dozed off, and I woke up to someone honking me to move up and get my gas. But yeah, it was extremely awkward. And then I ended up seeing that person inside Costco. So I was like,
oh no, that's hilarious.
Yeah, this is my life.
Like, thanks for the wake up
you
call.
was really tired.
Yeah, I was so tired.
Baby. I don't think I fell asleep nowhere awkward. It's not good, but not too long ago, I was sleepy driving home, just struggling to keep my eyes open. But I don't think that. I think that happens more commonly than people be admitting.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, my awkward tend to be like, I swear I was just sitting here, and now I woke up and it's 3:00 and my lights on, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Who was the last person you Googled?
Who? Oh, I Googled the little girl from that won the Grammys last night. I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Oh, I love her.
Yeah, so do I.
I don't know who this girl is.
Who's the last person I Googled? I think it was Vince Carter. I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the last person I Googled was the lady who starred in A Fall from Grace.
Oh my God. The one that's on Tyler Perry's show.
Yeah, I just wanted to know how old she was.
So. I know she's not even that old, right?
She's 56. She's 56. Yeah, so like I was like, oh, she looks good for 56. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he played her with that wig. Like,
well, he played,
and she got a banging body. Hello, can we talk
she
about
does
that?
have a banging body.
This was matched. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, so you watched it?
Mess. I knew what I was getting into, but not to that degree. But I was thoroughly entertained. Let me tell you. Would I recommend it to anybody? Absolutely not. Yeah. But it gave me exactly what I was looking for.
Somebody, everybody knows I complain about Tyler Perry on my Instagram stories. And somebody was like, well, why you keep watching? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I think I find the fun in, huh?
It's like a like Stockholm syndrome. Like I hate it, but I'm gonna keep supporting.
Yeah, I was like, I think I find more fun talking shit about it on the back end than I do watching the movie.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a fun experience. I think a lot of people don't admit how fun.
If you just accept it for what it is and not for other stuff, I could definitely see how that could be fun.
Yeah, and I think I'm secretly waiting for. I'm secretly waiting for something better. Like, I don't know. Like he has some gems. Like he has The Family That Prays. That's probably a favorite of mine that he's made, but ain't nothing been good since then. So I don't know.
Listen, I will always go back to Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You stink. Feed him, clothe him, bathe him, they say. I'm like, Kimberly, at least will they ever give you a role where you're just happy? You always going through it.
No. Nope.
Oh, mama.
Okay. What is the fifth picture in your phone?
The fifth picture in my phone. I was looking at that question and realized that my iPad is in my hand. And my fifth picture is 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth picture is I resaved or screenshot the picture of my nephew and my nephew Kobe and his Kobe Bryant jersey when he was like maybe a year old.
Okay.
So I could repost.
Okay.
But that's my fifth picture.
I actually went down to Staples Center to pay my respects today and went around town to like see some.
Nice.
Yeah, we went and saw some of the murals. So I know that my fifth picture is actually there's a huge Nike digital display across the street, and normally it's a Serena Williams display, but today it was like Mamba Forever, and so I took a picture of that. Yeah.
Oh, nice. My fifth picture is food. It's exciting.
Yes, food is exciting. I don't know what you're talking about. Watch my 600-pound life, and you will see exactly how exciting food can be.
Food is really exciting. I love a good food pick, and you be taking good ones too. So I be like, listen, I love food.
Get into it.
Okay, Shaka Khan or Anita Baker?
Oh, she ain't gonna have an answer for this. Go ahead. I'm gonna be mad.
She gotta have an answer for this.
The one with
she
the
knows
big
these.
hair.
Okay, Shaka Khan. You know Shaka Khan. Stop playing.
I know who she is. Ask me the name. Which song matches her. I can name Anita Baker song before I can name a Shaka Khan song.
Okay, so your choice is Anita Baker?
No, I'm gonna sing Shaka Khan because when you said it, the thing that hit me was her big hair and her presence. Okay. So I think I like her.
Okay.
You didn't think, you know what I'm saying? And Miss Penny don't like Anita Baker, so I'm just gonna go with Shaka Khan.
Hey, I have seen Shaka Khan perform before, and I was extremely underwhelmed because she showed up either drunk or high or both.
Oh, I can believe it.
She was like, and this is after years of me hearing that she gives a terrible show. And
really?
I just haven't.
So she was Lauryn Hill before Lauryn Hill?
Definitely, because she'll either get there late and leave early or get there early and leave late. But she was so lazy in her performance. The audience was singing most of her songs. She's singing like a little bit of it and then put her mic in the audience and let the audience do the rest of the work. So for me, just off the strength of that, and because for me, the body of work hits me a little bit differently at this age, I'm going to have to go with my good sis, Anita Baker, with a good haircut.
Oh, Anita Baker all the way. I was probably 13, 12 listening to Anita Baker with tapes. I'm dating myself. I don't
care. Turn them over.
I probably know more Anita Baker songs.
Cassette tapes. So yes.
Hey, Angel, Love and Need and Want You, Baby.
Oh, see, look, don't be naming all the songs though. I just know she sang like Toni Braxton, but was the first, but before Toni Braxton was singing with her DJ.
Come on, she's a good old. That's the alto right there. Alto almost tenor. We don't get enough love in the alto section.
Yeah,
automatically. Put some respect on Nita Baker, like your grandma would say. Go ahead, play that Nita Baker.
Have you ever wanted to change your name?
For like a little minute, but in general, no. I like my name.
Okay.
Yeah, of course I wanted to change mine. And, for a while I was going by my club name when I met people. But,
Hold on. What's your club name?
I never went by another name, so I was never committed to this name change.
What? Oh, my club name is Jenna Shell. Like Mr. Queen.
Jenna Shell.
Yes.
I can't take it.
Every time I went out, that was my club name. When I met Tyson Beckford, I was like, "Oh, I'm Jenna Shell. Nice to meet you."
Why would you give him a fake
I never
name?
Committed.
I was committed to the name. Okay, I was fully embracing this alter ego. So yeah, for a minute, and especially because my name sounds one way, but it's spelled another. So then you have people mispronouncing it all the time. So for a minute, it's like it feels like it would be easier just to change it to something else. But the older I get, the more I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to learn. Mm. So yeah. How about yourself?
Well, growing up, nobody had my name, and I was like, well, nobody has my name, and I think that's weird. This is me as a child.
Right,
guys, as a child. Yeah, I wanted to be like a Tiffany or I don't know.
You wanted to be
I wanted like a regular name. But as I got older, I was like, no, wait, girl, you were dumb. What? No, it's crazy. So
growing up, I never really wanted to change my name. But when I found out my little cousin, who turned out to be like my favorite cousin, I'm her kid's godmother. I found when we got a little bit older, I found out that her name is Rachel, and I found out that my mother was going to name me Rachel, and then for whatever reason she didn't, and then my aunt used the name. So I used to, for a little minute, I used to be like, well, what if we had the same name? But then it was like, all right, no, it's okay. I like Demetria, and most people call me D anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, I was almost named Wendy, so I feel more like my real name. I almost said it. Right. I feel more like my real name. Wendy.
That's funny.
Yeah, Wendy does not suit my personality.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Okay, back to trash. Body count. Is it something you discuss, or do you never tell? And don't tell me your number. That's not what I'm asking.
Oh no, I know what you mean. It's just depend on the mood or the audience. And I say inappropriate things all the time, so I'm probably more likely I'm more likely to discuss versus never tell. And I probably discuss it with people who didn't even ask
me. For me, it's something that I have discussed, my current boyfriend and I, we know each other's number, but it really doesn't matter because I'm nosy.
How did you asked?
Yeah. First of all, at the risk of sounding disrespectful, but you know what? First of all, my boyfriend is light skinned. You know what I'm saying? And he's very tall. He used to play sports, so automatically I knew his number was really high. And then when he told me, I was like, nah, there's no way your number is so small. So we had a conversation about it, but it wouldn't have mattered to me either way. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter for him either, because we like who we are as people. A number really doesn't say a lot about you. I'd rather somebody with a higher body count than a 0.
I never asked the guy though. I've never had a discussion with a guy, but I mean, I might have said it, and he might have been felt some type of way if I just randomly mentioned something. I might not. I don't even know the number. But if you say some shit, you be like, "Oh, I fuck niggas" or whatever. But I was like, I stopped counting a long time ago. So I'm like, I don't know.
See, my number, for me, I feel like if my number is not bad, but then also at the same time, I was married for 13 years. So when I took number. I know that now, but back then, when I was really serious about my number being so it was low. We're gonna keep it below XYZ. But then you keep on moving.
Yeah.
If there's life after the work.
If I ever thought that, I probably I had to give it up at like before I was even finished high school because it was like, well, whatever. If we count.
He's like, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Like once I got to college, if you know, I did. So my number discussion more was with other girls, like my college roommate, and then. And I always did it in like a fun way, like, hold up, let me see if I can remember all these niggas. It was this one and this one, and then you might hit one of your other girlfriends like, what was homeboy name again? Yeah. Oh, and you'd be like, all right, and then I always added like, I will always say +2 because I'm sure I forgot somebody. Yeah. That was my rule, and then it was just more of a fun thing than that. But now don't get me to count because I don't know.
Oh God.
Yeah, I've only discussed that in a female company. Yeah. Never discussed that with a guy.
Huh. I've had guys ask me.
Really?
No, I've had guys ask me, and
like someone you're dating, or just like a homeboy.
Like somebody I was dating, or somebody like I was on, or even if we wasn't like a couple, like we was going on a date and we was getting to know each other, and none of them ever lasted because my reaction would be like, well, why the fuck would you need to know that? Like, or
it's true. Why would you need to know that?
Because and I feel like especially if they ask it specifically, I could see conversation. Now I've had dated guys, I have had the discussion with guys, but it came up in like a more kind of like natural thing. And I never gave a number, but we just kind of like, talk like I've talked about our experiences, so you could put two and two together that that I had whatever number you was thinking about. But something so blatant like, how many people have you had sex with? Bro, we're on like a third date. None of your business or whatever. What does that matter? Or I've either had that question or when's the last time you had sex?
Oh, sure.
None of your business. None of your bit. But they gotta be careful because they ask that question, and when I say last night, you're upset.
This morning, you know what I mean?
But if I say last night and then you sitting on my bed this morning or whatever, it's like, oh, because what the fuck you need to? Because I'm gonna tell you. In that case, I'm telling you the answer on purpose because it's like, why do you need to know all that? Are we fucking or not?
Hey, but it's 2020. It's a new decade, so none of those previous ones count. So
yeah, you can just delete your wholeness whenever.
All right.
Reset.
Factory
reset. Somebody said, like when people have like those little holes over their ear, like that little hole.
Yeah.
They said that's a factory reset.
Oh my goodness. That is funny.
You just want to reset your wholeness. Just push
like that. You stick the little
like a little pin and push that.
Yeah, you got the little pin. That is funny.
That is hilarious.
Let me tell my son that.
I need to see. Let me look close to my ear. Do I got one?
A stingy hole. I don't know what the technical term is, but I just know it's a stingy hole. So if you got one of those, you're stingy.
Okay, next question. Beyonce or Solange?
Beyonce.
Yeah.
I'm not artsy enough to go with Solange. Beyonce, hands down.
Solange for me.
Yeah, I love
Beyonce. Love Beyonce. But I think I connect more with Solange.
So you've seen things that you've imagined.
I was going to say I connect more with Beyonce.
Yeah?
And I'm the big sister.
There you go.
Okay. Got you.
But I did tell my brothers, when if I do something good, if they don't dance with me as hard as Solange ran out there and danced with Beyonce on that motherfucking homecoming, because she ran out there and
dance till they both fail.
I told my brothers, y'all better be that damn excited for me and dance like Solange dance.
Are you attracted to introverts or extroverts?
Now, what I'm attracted to and what I attract, two different things. Because I be dealing, last couple guys that I was interested in like dating seriously, I was trying to figure out how the fuck are they so introverted and I'm so extroverted. And I just don't understand how this keeps happening. So I don't know, because in theory, I want another extrovert, so they want to do the thing, they want to be like doing things with me, but I feel like the universe wants me with an introvert because they need me to chill the fuck out. But I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to balance.
What bothers you so much about introverts?
It don't bother me. It's not a bother. It's just like we so different. So it's like I talk a whole lot. This nigga don't talk at all. And sometimes it'd be like, sometimes the extremes be a little much, but then sometimes an inch closer. It's not a bother. It's just like if you like a person, it forces you more to understand their way. It's different, and then maybe I can learn from it. Maybe I can't. But I talked about that in therapy, but I prefer extrovert in theory because I'm like, let's do the things I want to do. Or I could do a hybrid. I could do a man that's like Summer.
Like an ambivert.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do some kind of hybrid. And yeah, I could do some kind of hybrid. But if you super, super introverted, that ain't helping me.
Me personally, I feel like I am attracted to and I attract introverts because of this belief that I'm an extroverted person. But then, like, whenever we start kicking it, it's like, okay, we just gonna be hanging out at the house. I always say that my ideal date is like a bookstore date or a library date, where like we could just sit and read and be in each other's presence, but there's still like a stillness and a quietness, but then like there's still
I do like that.
Contact with like my hand on your thigh or like us leaning against each other or something like that. So I definitely feel like I am attracted to the introverts because like my ex-husband was an extrovert, and everywhere we went we ran into somebody he knew, and then it was a conversation, and that used to aggravate the hell out of me. So I think that maybe has pushed me over towards more of the introvert side.
Okay, I can see that. I don't know. I was very weird when I was single. Even though I truly am an introvert, it depends on the setting. I can attract depending on where I am and what I'm talking about. I can attract a lot of extroverts, but I attract
because you seem mysterious. That's why.
Huh?
Because you seem mysterious.
I can, and it depends. It really depends on the situation. It depends. You know what I attract? I attract a lot of church dudes.
That's hilarious. I can't say that I had that experience at all.
The opposite. I attract the heathens, even though I
do attract
regularly.
Heathens.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I was attracted to? It depends. It was both back in the day. It was both.
Would you say that your husband is an extrovert or an introvert? Or an ambivert, like myself?
That's tough. If he's in a familiar setting, then he's totally an extrovert.
He was, when I met him, he was cool. He was like, we hit it off. He could
talk, especially he loves people from Baltimore because he went to college.
I didn't know I was special.
Yeah, we both went to college in Baltimore. He went to Loyola and I went to Morgan State. So
I didn't know he went to Loyola.
So once he recognized that accent, he feel like home. So
that's why I hit it off with him at the events.
Yeah. But no, he with strangers, he's kind of an introvert, but in other settings he's not. So I guess he's an ambivert.
He's an ambivert. Yeah, ambiverts are like introverts who need social interaction. So they're not necessarily the, hey, how's it going? The party starters, but they like that social interaction, especially like when it's people that they're familiar with, family, friends, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
An extrovert don't need nobody to get the party started.
Yeah. Oh no,
they are the party.
That's why I used to feel like sometimes, sometimes people would think like that was coming from like a conceited or like a stuck up place. But I'm like, no, nigga, I am the party. Like, and that's the same. But that's what people like about me. But it backfires occasionally because sometimes people forget that even though I am the party, that no matter what you are, sometimes you're the other thing at some point. So if everybody used to me being a party, sometimes I got to make an extra effort to not be the party. Like, no, for real, I'm good. I don't want to talk today. Sometimes I'm like, every now and then, like, contrary to popular belief, sometimes I do want to sit here but not talk.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah.
D, this is gonna be a hard question for you. Love Jones or Brown Sugar?
Can y'all remind me who was in which movie?
No,
because hold up, Love Jones. Which one got?
Love Jones is
somebody fell in love with hip hop in one of them.
Love Jones is Nia Long and Lorenz Tate.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and then Brown Sugar is Tay Diggs and Sanaa Lathan.
I don't remember who fell in love with hip hop, but I like Tay Diggs. So I'm just going to go.
Was like, I'm ready to celebrate.
I think it's. I know these two black like rom-coms. I don't remember the storyline for either one, but since I'm more attracted to Tay Diggs, even though he's an asshole, but looks wise, I'll take Tay Diggs. So that's my final answer. Brown Sugar.
Okay.
And you're right. I don't remember the whole movie or none of them.
Yeah. I recently watched Love Jones in completion for the first time. And
I'm sorry, what? For the first time?
Yeah.
And she's a movie person, so that's funny.
What?
Yeah. And I hated it. So, I mean, even
you think you
needed to watch it with your younger eyes?
I needed to watch it with my younger eyes because it was just absurd to me, the fact that he could pull up unannounced, just knock, and her let his old trifling. Man, there's so many things I had problems with. It was problematic for me at this big age of 37.
Oh, so that makes sense. Stuff that you would probably like.
Hey, you know this is loosely based on a true story.
Oh, really? Even worse.
They ended up just being friends.
Wow.
Yeah, the guy who wrote it. Yeah, it's loosely based on a true story.
Good. I'm glad they're just friends. But Brown Sugar, I love that movie for like a plethora of reasons. So yeah,
Brown Sugar. On, plethora.
A smorgasbord of reasons, darling. So yeah, Brown Sugar for me. The soundtrack, Mos Def, Sanaa and her hair. Was it Queen Latifah? Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
I'm a Queen Latifah fan. This was Tay Diggs before he started Tay digging. Yeah, she was like the best friend. Was looking fine. Boris Kojo.
Oh, maybe I need to watch this movie.
The Hip Hop Dalmatians. The Whole Is Mine. So many good things. Yeah, Brown Sugar.
Oh gosh.
I feel like you're gonna say Love Jones.
I'm really, really torn right now because Love Jones is so like relatable to all the fuck shit with dating.
Bill Bellamy's character especially. I hate
even the way I can get deep into this. I'm not even gonna start.
You gotta come back.
It's too triggering.
It's triggering. Love Jones is triggering.
So how you not gonna like it though?
Because for that reason alone, I was like, you know what? No. Plus the poetry got on my nerves. So.
Oh, well, see, that was the sign of the times, though. And then the late 90s, that spoken word, that was all it was about. Everybody was Hotep.
As the sun set in your eyes and in the distance, so does my love for you. You see, when you stepped into my light, when you stepped into my world, you were my light. You illuminated me in every single aspect. However, since you changed, my world has gotten dim with despair, like Beijing hair on a black man's head. I can't do it.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna choose. First of all, both soundtracks were bomb.
Well, back then the soundtracks used to be hitting.
Yeah, both really soundtracks were bomb.
So you didn't know the movies, you knew the music.
All right, I will choose. I'm sorry, I'm choosing Love Jones. Yeah, you.
I knew it. The nostalgia.
Yeah, it got me.
Hey, I mean, Lisa Nicole Carson was in there looking fine. The first natural hair goddess.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Say hi to some
Okay. Shoulder or foot massage?
Shoulder.
Yeah, don't touch my feet.
What?
I don't like that.
I don't mind people. I don't mind a
Why
foot
don't
massage,
people
but
touch your feet?
the shoulder is gonna hit hard.
Gosh, girls, some pressure points in your feet.
Just today, this nigga tried to grab my foot, and I was like, no, I'm very ticklish. So
I do need a real. I do need
but
a
you get
solid foot
pedicures
massage.
though.
Yeah, I do. But every time I'm like grabbing the sides of the chair and like my eyes closed because like if I don't focus, I will kick chin right in the face.
Oh my god!
So
if you're that sensitive, have you ever had reflexology?
I have.
Oh,
and it put me straight to sleep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, so D, you said shoulder. You said shoulder.
I think I have. I just haven't had the foot massage that like gave me that same like a shoulder massage has given me. Maybe I changed my mind.
Feeling.
Yeah, it ain't give me that yet. So
didn't give me that.
Exactly. I got like a little shoulder massage a couple months ago at this comedy show was like doing like random shit like before the show started, and it was like this traveling massage guy was doing like 5-minute massages, and I was like,
at a comedy show.
It was like a show. It was like a whole like showcase. So like as people was coming in to like drum up like hype or whatever, it was like they did giveaways and this other whatever. So I was thinking that too, like, why is this massage guy here? But one of the hosts was like, put your name on the thing. And I wasn't paying no mind, but she's like, go get it. And I was like, all right, whatever. And it was just like one of those chairs where you sitting up, but you facing or whatever. Yeah. And when I had on
me about this.
When that nigga like start massaging like my shoulders and went up to my neck, I forgot that I was in a room full of people. I was like, whoa, I don't know what he did, but I was like, I think I need his card because I need him to do that again.
Yeah, when they started like your shoulders and worked to like this area, all up the neck.
I was like, what in the world? I guess he really know what he doing. Like, yeah, that's so.
Oof.
Oof. Yeah,
so you're the foot massage person.
You're the foot massage person?
No, well, oof. Now that y'all describing your experience, it's taking me back. Yeah, I'm gonna go with foot. Yeah, foot massage. I mean, you're on your feet all day, every day. They need attention.
I mean, it makes sense. They need some. I just need that one to hit right. So maybe I'll be on the look for like a girl good foot massage.
Yeah,
you need a nice older Asian lady to give you a good foot massage.
Ooh, like when my girlfriend was over in Thailand and she was texting us the blow by blow, and she basically the lady then cracked her back and brought her feet and everything back to life. We was like, "You alive?" She was like, "Man, it hurt so good."
Listen, like when I was texting you the whole time when I was getting my first spa day experience, I was like, "Bitch, she done beat me, and it feels good."
That's how my girlfriend, her wife was literally in the room with her, and she said on more than one occasion, her wife was like, "Do you want me to stop it?" Like, because they were like in Thailand, and her wife was like, "You want me to stop it?" She was like, "No, I'm good." And she was like, "I limped a little bit when I got up," but then I was like, "Ooh, that was good." I was like, "Oh shit!" It just sounded like abuse when she was describing it to us at first.
Man.
Oh gosh. Okay, last question. Idris Elba or Mahershala Ali?
Oh, come on now.
What? What?
I feel like I've never been presented with this question, and I feel like I want to go with Mahershala because I want to have sex with him. I really would like to have sex.
Tell me how you really feel.
Good answer.
So what about you?
Okay, so I was a fan of the House of Cards, and Mahershala played a character called Remy Dent.
Yes, he did.
Oh shit!
I could not stand. I hated him.
What? How you hate Remy? Why?
You hated Remy?
I hated because I was seeing Frank Underwood to the casket drop. Like I was with it. But I respected him as Cottonmouth. You know, I've been rolling with him since his career evolution. I appreciate that. However, Idris and Daddy's Little Girl still does something to me. So, like,
well, Idris for me is The Wire because I would smash Stringer Bell. Mm-hmm.
Man,
when y'all
Idris,
know I'm a hood, I'm a hood bitch. I was like, ooh. He was all up in the community college. I said,
okay. Idris and Luther is my guy. So I got
this was
hard. Yeah. I love Luther. So I mean, if I have to, I gotta go with Idris, man. Idris because he looks good with a mustache, without a mustache, with a beard. Hair on his head, baldy. Like I've seen him go through various phases, and he's looked.
Listen, he was on The Wire, and we didn't even know he was British. I remember that. Exactly. I remember when I first found out he was British. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Like,
okay.
He did that.
Let's see.
This is a hard one though.
This is hard. Because me and Idris got some history. I feel like there's history there.
I felt like I was about to go Idris because it was classic.
Yeah, but once you mentioned Remy from House of Cards, that's why. And also, like I didn't mention, I have a thing with like voices. I love Mahershala's voice.
Yeah, that's a great voice.
I'm gonna go with Mahershala.
Optimus Prime. He has that kind of voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mahershala. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's his name is fun to say. Can you imagine?
Mahershala. That's a long name. He's got to have a nickname.
What's his nickname? I wonder what his girlfriends call him or his wife.
His wife. Yeah, he's married. With a kid.
Let me just pretend. Let me just pretend he's not. Idris would be classic, but I think like right here, right now, today, I'm like, you know what? I want to say. He's just like somebody daddy. Like I'd be like, ooh, come on, let me get it.
He just got a gang of kids, and they all got different mamas. That's how you know.
Look at him spreading that seed.
That's how you know it's hidden.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you know,
that's quality right there. That's quality right there.
Oh gosh, that was our last question. Wait, those were more than 21 questions. My bad. I didn't even realize. It was.
Oh, it was.
I didn't even realize until I saw the number.
23.
Yeah. Yo, 21 thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for being on the Swirl Suite and hanging with me tonight.
Of course. It was fun. I like a little randomness. I feel like we need, and I feel like in general, the somber mood and stuff, like we need a little fun.
A little fun.
Yeah. This is the most I have laughed since yesterday. So I really appreciate it. This was a good old time.
Oh yeah. Before we go, tell everybody where they can follow you guys individually and for the podcast.
Oh, you can follow me on the Twitters at Brains and Buns, and the same thing on Instagram.
You can find me in St. Louis rolling on dubs. You can find me. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Fab Fresh and Fly. And for the podcast, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Bad and Boozy Pod. That's POD.
Love it. Thank you guys so much for being on the show.
Anytime.
Yeah. All right, guys. Don't forget to follow the Swirl Suite on all social media. Follow our episodes on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play. I feel like I'm missing one. It's all good though. Wherever you find your podcasts and on all social all social media at Swirl Suite. I'm Vamiette. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.